Yo koso. Bienvenidos and welcome. This is the road to Trilingual. Oh, that intro is gonna be so cringe, dude. I hate myself. Alright. So, in one of my previous videos, I was talking about how, there's things that I've been working on my music and all that, and one of the things that I said was, road to Trilingual. So if you watch that, you kind of already know what this video is gonna be about. So yeah. For those who didn't watch it, basically, I speak English right now, and I speak a little bit of Spanish, like really baby like level Spanish. My grammar sucks. There's a lot of words that I don't know, and there's not a lot of conversations that I can have right now. And I'm Mexican, and a lot of my family doesn't speak English. And it's even if they did, it's a part of the culture, you know. I should know it. I really should. So I had a tutor a long time ago. I'm not gonna lie. I had a tutor a long time ago, and it was going good. And then, for whatever reason, we stopped, and it was going good, right? But I don't think I need a tutor. I think I just need the effort. Because even at the time, while it was going good, I feel like it could have been going even better. I feel like I'm the type of person, well, that's going to sound kind of arrogant, but I'm the type of person, if the effort is there for me, I feel like I can learn it. For language learning, I know if the effort is there for Spanish that I can learn it. Because I already have like somewhat like the really basic foundation down, if that makes sense. So for this, I'm just gonna be going over my first week in Spanish, because I studied it, right, and in high school I passed it and I did really good, because it was just a breeze in high school, because I was good in school and stuff when it came to Spanish and all that. But that's just memorizing stuff. That's not learning it, you know? That's not really like learning the language. That's learning the answers to the questions. And I don't want to learn the answers to questions. I want to learn the language. So I got really serious this past week, and I wrote down everything that I've been doing, and that's what this video is going to be about. So this is my first week of taking Spanish seriously. Alright, so day one, move this earmuff, I can't talk with it on. So day one of the 7-day week one thingamajig majigger bobber thing majig. Day one, right? So the first thing I did was I created what's called a frequency list. It's basically a list of the most common, the most used words in the target language, in my case Spanish, from anywhere from, like, you can do anywhere from 500 to 1,000. Since I already have like a baseline, I looked for 1,000. And yeah. So you find the most common words, you look it up online, right? So for instance, let me just give me a second. Bop and bop. So you look it up online, right? You look up 500 most common Spanish words. You can't see it because my camera's blocking it. That's what I typed though, right? 500 most common Spanish words. Avoid this one right here, 1,000mostcommonwords.com, because it's not good. But any of these other ones are fair game, right? So you choose one link that is good, that has a bunch of Spanish words on it, and write them down, whichever ones you don't know well. And then after that, your next thing is going to be downloading a program called Anki. Now what Anki is, it's basically a flashcard app, but like a very advanced flashcard app. So you're going to go here to this site and you're just going to hit download and download for whatever version of OS you have. Keep, yeah, we don't care. But basically it's a very advanced studying flashcard app. It's very good for memorizing things and actually retaining the information, because a lot of times we just memorize things instead of actually learning them. I feel like Anki is a really good way to actually learn things. Alright, so now we've got Anki downloaded, and with Anki, this might take some time, not gonna lie. Yes, right, I don't care, whatever. Install, yeah, sure. So that's gonna install, and this is where your frequency list is gonna come into play, because this is where you're gonna be studying those words. Now, once you've studied those words, it's almost done. It's essential that you study these words, because after you study these words, then you're gonna have to go into conjugations, and if you don't know words to conjugate, you can't really and you're trying to say something, you don't have the words, but you know the conjugations. It's like what you can't say anything. What happened here? Is it there? Is it not there? Okay, yeah, English, choose your language, whatever your language is, that you speak. You're sure in English, yes, because I speak English. Alright, so this comes up, and say, ignore this. Alright, yeah, whatever. Add. And then you just want to keep it basic. Say, you can do it either way. Your primary language can go on the front, or your learning language can go on the front. It doesn't matter, whichever way you prefer, right? So say I wanted to learn the word, I don't have the accented I on the keyboard, but rio, right? No, rio means river in Spanish, right? So type that in front, type that in back. Doesn't matter which way you do. Then add, and boom. Waiting for editing to finish, right? Whatever. So now this is in your default deck right here. You want to rename it to whatever you're learning. So in my case, Spanish. We do that. Boom. And then we click on the name. And then obviously you're going to add all your words here, but I'm not going to add a bunch of words here. I have my deck on my laptop and on my phone, but I haven't done anything on this computer yet. But then you would add your words here and then click the name, study now, Rio. Okay, so whatever's on the front is going to show up first, and then you flip your card, right, and river or whatever. There's a lot more that you can do in Anki, but if y'all want me to do a video on that, I could do that, or y'all could just look it up, because there's Ikenna. I watch a lot of Ikenna, so I'll just maybe link his video on how to use this software in there. Oh, my computer's running low on space. But so we study that, right? That's what I did my first day. Was so recap. Day 1, create frequency list, download Anki, and import your frequency list into Anki, and then study your deck. That's for day 1. All right. Day 2. Day 2, you want to find. I'm talking like I'm so professional. I'm so experienced, but this is what I did. I keep on saying you should do this and you should do that, but this is just what I'm doing right now, right? So, here's what I did on day 2. Day 2, I found a show in my target language, Spanish, with the language dubbed, and English subtitles. So dubbed is just like the audio, what they're speaking. So like if it's an English dub, that means they're speaking in English. If it's a Spanish dub, they're speaking in Spanish. So I was watching a Spanish dub with English subtitles, and I'm sure you know what subtitles are. And I was watching a show on Netflix called Jenny Rivera, and yeah. At least I recommend at least one episode a day. But this can be any kind of show. It can be a novela. It can be an anime. It could be just anything, as long as you enjoy it, because you want to have a passion for it. Because when you have a passion for something, you'll learn it easier. It'll seem like a lot less time that you're putting into it, and you just won't get as drained from it. Because trust me, after a good little while of watching that show on Netflix, that Jenny show on Netflix, it was kind of losing me, and my learning kind of took like a bad dip, and I had to switch up the show. But anyways, day 2, right? So at least one episode a day. Whatever you enjoy, a show in whatever kind of genre, whatever. As long as you enjoy it and you're passionate about it, then it's good. And as you're watching, each word or phrase that's said a lot that you don't know, you add that to your deck in Anki. That way you can go back and you can study it. Now, obviously, you're not going to know a lot of words or phrases in that language. So you don't have to write down everything, but just a lot of ones that you think would be useful and that you think you would be saying a lot, you should be writing down, and you should be importing that to your deck in Anki. Alright, now day 3. This is where you want to study your basic conjugations. After you have a lot of your words memorized, your basic words from your deck in Anki memorized, this is where you want to study your basic conjugations. And by basic conjugations, I mean I speak, he speaks, she speak, we speak, they speak, etc., right? So study those. You can find those on look up YouTube videos or whatever. I kind of already know the basic conjugations, so I didn't have that much trouble with this step. But you just want to study the basic conjugations. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up online. There's a bunch of stuff for any language, I'm sure, that you can find. And you just want to practice simple sentences using the words and conjugations that you've learned, and you can go and check in any kind of translator. Yes, even Google Translate. As long as it's just one sentence, the translator shouldn't be too far off from the wrong answer. As long as it's one sentence, it should be pretty accurate. One sentence. Just one. So there you go. You make your sentence and you check it in a translator, right? And then also, to add to that, if you want, you can go and do some online quizzes. Kind of just look up your Spanish basic conjugation quizzes or whatever you got to look up, right? So that's for day 3. Recap: your basic conjugations. I speak, he speaks, blah, blah, blah. Try to make simple sentences with the words and conjugations, and then online quizzes if you want. Oh my god. Alright. Day 4. This is kind of where I was like, actually learning new stuff. Like, real new stuff that I needed to know. For me, this was, I kind of slacked here, not gonna lie. But I was studying past conjugation AR verbs, the preterite form. Because there is a preterite and imperfect, right? So like, I was working, I used to work, would be, trabajaba, right? And that would be imperfect, I think. So the preterite is like, I spoke, I worked, that, right? But like I said, I kind of slacked here. So, like, big yikes. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a break, though. If you're, except for the show. The show, I still watch the show. But, like I said, I kind of had to switch out the show. Like, the next day, day 5, I switched out the show for something else. Oh, a lot of, the videos for conjugations that I was learning that were new to me, I've been watching this dude called The Spanish Dude on YouTube. He's got a lot of good content that explains the conjugations pretty easy. So I recommend him. Really, it was real easy. The way he explained it and his graph and everything, it was a breeze. Might not be a breeze for you, but it was a breeze for me. So that was day 4, just past conjugation, AR verbs, preterite form. Day 5, man. Day 5. Day 5, I finally switched to the shows from Jenny Rivera. Hold on, got a text. Oh, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, my bad, boys. I had to take a dog out to use the potty. To use the potty. Anyways, where was I? Day 5, right? I switched shows. This was the day I switched shows, and I say I, but it's kind of like my family. We have like our little family time or whatever, and we watch certain shows. And day 5 was the day that we switched shows from the Jenny Rivera on Netflix to the Riveras. Now, the one on Netflix was like a drama kind of novella type show. So it kind of got a little annoying after a while, seeing all the things that it was just really dragged out. It was like 91 episodes. We forced ourselves to like 50, and it was just bad, dude. It was just getting annoying. After a good amount of time, it was just the same story over and over again, the same problems. It was a big yikes. So then we switched shows to the Riveras, which is on some Spanish channel, Universal or something like that. I don't know, but we've been watching that now. I actually haven't watched in these past couple of days, but we're not talking about the past couple of days. We're talking about the week 1. So we started watching that, which is more like takes like a reality show that focuses on the grandchildren and all that. So there's that, right? And then one episode a day of that we were doing, or actually it was like a couple episodes a day, I think, something like that, right? And man, my chair is like super squeaky. I need to get a new one, or like fix this or something. Anyways, was watching that, and then after that, I would be reviewing the AR preterite past tense conjugations, and then I would also study the Anki deck again, and kind of just monitor my progress and how much I've learned, how much I still need to learn. And then for this next thing, I also kind of slacked on is practicing the preposition words. So by that I mean by, next to, for, of, those kind of things. But I kind of just looked up Spanish preposition words. So I looked up that, and I kind of just skimmed through them. I didn't really study them because I was like, oh yeah, I got this. But preposition words aren't a necessity. I don't want to say not a necessity because they're a necessity, right, to learn the language. But it's possible to comprehend and speak things without them, because context in language, if you can pick up on the context, you can pick up on what anyone's trying to say, or you can speak and other people can pick up on what you're trying to say if you can provide them, if the context is there. And I was like, I already know like enough, but I don't think I know enough. I need to practice those still. Day 6, I realized that I needed a better deck for Anki studying, because I was using one. I don't remember the exact name of it. It was like 1,001 useful words and phrases for Spanish, right? And I was like, oh, this will be my frequency list or whatever. But it wasn't really a frequency list. It was really just it wasn't even phrases. It was like a full sentence, to be honest, on a lot of them. Some of them were phrases, but there was no like singular words in there. And how am I gonna memorize phrases and sentences if I don't even know the words? So I had to get rid of that one because it was just yikes. It was too difficult, impossible for anyone to learn if they don't know the words, to memorize the phrases and sentences for something. And this is that I have like a foundation with Spanish. So for day 6 was just switching out the Anki deck for a new one. I forgot what it was called. I'll try to find it after this recording. So I switched that out for a deck that had more words, just words. So that was day 6, studying a better deck. Day 7. So day 7, since I had kind of slacked in the previous days, I went back and just to refresh, as a refresher, make sure that I didn't forget anything, I reviewed, excuse me, oh, it's gross. I went back and I reviewed the past tense AR conjugations, the preterite conjugations, obviously, right? And I kind of made a slight mistake, but it didn't really matter, but because I was able to go back and learn it pretty easily. I kind of learned things out of order. So remember how I said there was a preterite and an imperfect past tense? I forgot to study the imperfect one for the AR conjugation. So I went back and I reviewed the past tense AR conjugations in preterite form. But then I went and I started learning the preterite IR, past tense conjugations, instead of the imperfect AR conjugations. But anyways, like I said, the Spanish dude, right? The YouTube channel, that was who I was learning. That's the content I've been learning to consume, all this information that's been he's been making it pretty easy to consume. That's what I'm trying to say. So Predator IR, Predator ER, and I did both of these in the same day because they're pretty much the same. There's not that much that's actually different between the two as predator past tense conjugations. All right. So I think that's about it. That was my first week in the Road to Trilingual series. Week 1, Spanish. So next time I will be going over the second week. I'm on day 8 right now, so that's gonna take a while, right? But next time we'll be going over the second week. So if you want to see more of that, and who knows, maybe eventually if I'm able to get to the end of Road to Trilingual, and I am able to learn Spanish fluently and Japanese fluently, subscribe, and who knows, you'll see if I make it or not. So thanks for watching. Chaotic signing out.